Have you ever wondered what reality truly is? We experience the world around us every day. We see its colors, hear its sounds, and feel its textures. But what if I told you there might be more to reality than meets the eye? What if our universe has hidden dimensions invisible to our senses? These extra dimensions might sound like something out of science fiction, but some scientists believe they hold the key to understanding the universe's greatest mysteries. Join me on a journey to explore these hidden dimensions. We'll start with the familiar and venture into the strange and unknown. Are you ready to have your mind expanded? Let's dive in. Let's start with what we know. We experience the world in 3 dimensions. Imagine a single dot on a page. That dot represents 0 dimensions. Now, draw a line connecting 2 dots. That line is 1 dimension. It has length. If we take several lines and connect them to form a square, we get 2 dimensions, length and width. Finally, picture a cube. Now we have 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. Our world is made up of 3-dimensional objects, from the smallest grain of sand to the largest star. But our universe isn't limited to just 3 dimensions. Physicists believe there are more, hidden from our everyday perception. So let's step beyond the familiar and explore the 4th dimension, time. Time is often called the 4th dimension. We experience it as a constant flow, always moving forward. We can move freely in the first 3 dimensions, but not so much in time. We can't jump back to relive yesterday or fast forward to see the future. However, physicists think of time as intertwined with space. Together they form a 4-dimensional fabric called space-time. Imagine space-time as a giant sheet. Massive objects like stars and planets create curves in this sheet, much like bowling balls placed on a trampoline. These curves are what we feel as gravity. But wait, there's more. Some theories suggest that time isn't just linear. It might branch off, creating alternate timelines and parallel universes. The 5th dimension takes us into the realm of the hypothetical. Imagine a world where every decision you make, every path you don't take, creates a separate timeline. This is the realm of the 5th dimension. Think of it like a book with many different endings, each one representing a different outcome based on the choices made. In the 5th dimension, we could potentially move between these timelines, exploring the what-ifs and what could-have-beens of our lives. However, this is still highly theoretical, and we haven't observed these other timelines directly. But what if I told you that some theories suggest even more hidden dimensions beyond the 5th? Hold on tight as we venture even further into the unknown. The 6th dimension gets even more mind-boggling. Imagine a space where we could not only move between different timelines but also between universes with entirely different laws of physics. In these universes, gravity might work differently, light might travel at a different speed, and even the fundamental building blocks of matter might be different. As we move into the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions, things become even more difficult to visualize. These dimensions are thought to govern the very fabric of reality, shaping the possible configurations of the dimensions we've already discussed. They are like the control panel of the universe, determining the fundamental forces and constants that govern our existence. And then we have the 10th and 11th dimensions, the realms of string theory and M-theory. String theory attempts to unify all the forces of nature by proposing that everything in the universe is made up of tiny, vibrating strings. These strings are far smaller than anything we can observe with our most powerful microscopes. Just like the strings on a violin vibrate at different frequencies to produce different notes, these cosmic strings vibrate to create the different particles and forces we observe. The 10th dimension is where these strings vibrate. It's also where the concept of curled-up dimensions comes into play. Imagine a garden hose from a distance. It looks like a one-dimensional line. But up close you see it has a 2nd dimension, curled up and hidden from view. String theory suggests that extra dimensions might be curled up similarly, too small for us to detect directly. M-theory goes even further, proposing an 11th dimension that unites different versions of string theory. It suggests that our universe might be a giant brain, short for membrane, floating in a higher dimensional space. Just as a two-dimensional shadow can represent a three-dimensional object, our entire universe might be a holographic projection from a higher dimensional reality. It's okay if your head is spinning a little. These concepts are mind-bending even for physicists. But the beauty of science is that it encourages us to ask big questions and explore the unknown. So which dimension excites you the most? Keep asking questions, keep learning, and keep exploring the wonders of our universe, both seen and unseen.